or you betrayed in love. Here is why you run from every subsequent relationship and how to stop. Before we begin, take a slow, deep breath in and exhale. Fully allow your body to settle. You sleep next to her. She loves you. She is a good woman. But something inside you is not there. The moment she gets closer, you pull away. The moment she asks for more, you run. And you think to yourself, maybe she's not the one. But the truth is, the problem is not her. The problem lies in one night. Years ago, when you loved unconditionally, you gave everything. And the woman you trusted betrayed you, replaced you, lied to you. Then on that night, you unconsciously promised yourself, I will never open my heart again. I will never be this vulnerable again. That promise saved you back then. It was a necessary armor, a defensive wall. But today, that wall does not protect you. It keeps you in a prison. In this session, we will go through 3 psychological practices for release. These are not just words, but real tools for reprogramming trauma. What is actually happening inside you? Before we move on to the solutions, it is crucial to understand the mechanism of the trauma. You are not broken, your system is simply defending itself. There are 3 levels on which betrayal leaves a scar. First, the physiology. When you were betrayed, your nervous system registered it as a life-threatening danger to the brain. The emotional blow is equivalent to a physical threat. From that moment on, any deep intimacy triggers an alarm. Your heart accelerates, your breathing becomes shallow, your muscles tense up. You want to run away, not because the new woman is wrong for you, but because your body remembers the old pain. Right now, take a deep breath in and breathe out slowly. Tell your nervous system that you are safe here. Psyche in the form beliefs. To explain the pain, the mind begins to create defensive beliefs. You start believing statements like, I am not enough. People always leave. Women cannot be trusted. These thoughts are not the objective truth, they are merely conclusions born from a single wound. But today, they govern your choices. The inner vow. This is the most critical level. At the peak of the pain, you made a firm decision. I will never love this way again. That decision helped you survive back then. But today it sabotages every relationship with real potential. The dark side. Here we must admit something that men rarely say out loud. Sometimes you don't just run. Sometimes you become cold. You hurt her preemptively so she cannot hurt you. You sabotage the relationship yourself, and then you feel guilty. Deep down, you know that she is not to blame for your past, but you fail to stop the process. If you recognize yourself in this, listen to me carefully. You are not a bad person, you are a wounded person who uses the only defense mechanisms he knows. But starting today, you can choose a different approach. For the following steps, you will need a physical piece of paper and a pen. When you hear the task, simply pause the recording, complete it, and then press play. This practice requires writing by hand to activate the deep cognitive centers and bypass digital noise. Divide the paper into 3 columns. In the first column, write, what happened back then? Here we are looking only for the facts, no emotions and no interpretations. For example, I found out about the cheating by accident, or she started a relationship with someone else. In the second column, write, what did I start believing about myself and about women after that? For example, I am not enough, or trust is dangerous.
In the third column, reflect. How does this old belief govern my life today? For example, I keep emotional distance, or I sabotage my relationships when they get serious. Pause the recording now and fill out the table with absolute honesty. This exercise serves to separate the objective reality from your defensive interpretations. When you see these mechanisms on paper, their power over you weakens. Practice 2. The second step is the so-called unsent letter. Its goal is not communication with the person who hurt you, but the conscious release of the emotion blocked inside you. On a new sheet of paper, start with the words, "To you, with whom I shared my life." Allow yourself to express everything. Describe how you felt in that moment. What exactly was taken from you? The trust, the sense of security, the peace of mind. Do not censor your pain. Now inhale deeply, gathering that heavy emotion, and exhale, letting it prepare to leave you. Finish the letter with an act of conscious release. Write the following. What happened between us left a scar on me and for a long time dictated how I love today. I consciously choose to step out of this shadow. I leave your part of the story with you. I keep the learned lesson for myself, and I release the pain. Read the letter out loud in complete privacy, then destroy it. Tear it up or burn it. This is a profound psychological act of closing the cycle with it. You give a clear and definitive signal to your psyche. This story is over. Practice 3. The third and most important practice addresses the unconscious promise you made to yourself. Right now, you are loyal to your pain through the defensive wall. I promise not to fully trust. It is time for this old pattern to be reprogrammed from the perspective of the conscious and mature man you are today. Write the following affirmation. The decision I made back then was an attempt to survive and protect myself today. However, this mechanism is holding me back. I choose to change it. I allow myself to gradually trust where I see respect. I allow myself to be close without losing myself. For the next 40 days, stand in front of the mirror every morning and speak these words out loud, confidently and firmly. The brain's neuroplasticity requires time and repetition to build new neural pathways. After 40 days, your mind will have integrated this new reality. Practice 3. This is the deepest level of work in psychology. It is proven that traumatic patterns can carry a transgenerational nature. Sometimes the pain you carry did not start with you. Ask yourself, did your father trust women? Was your grandfather able to love freely and without fear? Are there men in your lineage who closed their hearts after a betrayal? If the answer is yes, it is possible that you are carrying this burden as a form of unconscious family loyalty. To free yourself, you must return this responsibility to where it belongs. Before we begin, take a slow, deep breath in, and exhale. Fully allow your body to settle. Visualize behind you the men of your bloodline, your father, your grandfather, your great-grandfather, those who suffered in love. With deep respect, tell them out loud, I see your pain, it is real. You carried it with dignity in difficult times. But today I return it back to you. It is yours, not mine. I choose to walk my own path and to love in my own way. Pay attention to the sensations in your body and your back, your shoulders and your neck often. This process leads to instant physical relief because you are freeing yourself from an emotional burden that was never yours. Conclusion. The scar remains. What was experienced cannot be erased. But the question is not whether the scar exists, but whether you will allow it to continue running your life. If these words resonated with you, do not postpone the process. Invest these 10 minutes into your own emotional freedom. You can return to this session again and again, whenever you feel the old wall starting to rise. Take one final, deep breath in, and exhale completely. You have the power to love again, fully and without fear. The choice is yours. Take care. I love you.